So the conference we went to was a national convention for journalism, and so we spent all of our time going to workshops to improve the stuff we do in Magpie.
If I was just to give it one word, I would say opportunity. It just kind of really put a new perspective on everything that I thought of journalism, which I find myself constantly discovering something new about myself and what I enjoy, and sort of the, I suppose, liberal arts.
It's an opportunity for students to, journalism students to go to another city, and while they're there, they get to go to all sorts of workshops about journalism and learn from experts in the field, really.
Conference was it was an interesting educational experience, I think, that provides a unique opportunity that many people, even in other journalistic publications, don't get. I think we are very lucky to have had this opportunity to go to the national conference, and I think we are lucky because of all that happened.
My favorite workshop was probably Power of a Team, which it was mainly just like what we could do as a team to bring us all together. And they had like lots of different like varieties of activities we could do to build our team.
Mainly the ones about with advisors. So my very favorite one was called Tackling the Grading Beast, and I'm very excited to adopt the way that I was shown to grade like in yearbook, and it seems a really fair way to grade, and I'm going to adopt that. Another one that I went to was really good. Talked about like when you send your book in to be evaluated, what needs to be like on the end sheets, what needs to be with the folio, and I liked the list of things that I got, that I was able to see. So that was very helpful.
My workshop that I would say was my favorite is probably Photojournalism 101, because like I said, I don't really have a lot of experience in this stuff, but Photojournalism 101, it gave me some great tips and techniques to how to take better pictures and how to caption the pictures and make them tell a story, So I think that really helped me a lot.
It was a captions workshop, and the guy was, even though it was for yearbook captions, it was still really helpful for us, because I think a really big struggling point for us sometimes is our captions, because we don't really, sometimes even I don't have the creativity to think of more than one sentence for a single picture. And I think that that workshop really opened my eyes up to a really different perspective for it.
There was a very good session that I went to at how to improve your writing with music, or something involving music with writing, and it was really, really good, and I really enjoyed it. And it helped you learn how to tell a story the same way people who write music tell a story, and that could really help with journalism.
Funniest part of the trip, whenever we bullied Jackson Lithgow.
Oh, probably teasing Jackson.
Jackson made me laugh so much. I hope he heard me. He really made me, just the things he says, he's not even trying to be funny, but the things that come out of his mouth is so funny, and he just makes me laugh so much. I couldn't even tell you. I just love him. He does, he makes me laugh.
It's funny, okay? It's poor guy.
Justin does a lot of silly things, but I'm trying to think of the most funny thing.
Sometimes just being around Justin was its own little area itself, because he's always he's going on about something, or he's talking about something. I'm looking at him now, and he's in his own world, and he acts his own special, particular way. And rooming him was definitely a new thing, and it was just he's just always doing something, and it's so interesting to me, and he takes things his own route that finds it so funny.
I think the best one was when Peyton tried the oyster.
Probably, I feel bad for saying this, but probably Peyton with his oyster.
Okay, the funniest part to me, I think, was probably so on Friday night we went to like this fancy dinner, and we all Magpie paid for it, and we were all allotted like $30, okay? And so we're all having a good time, and well, a lot of us got like burgers because we were trying to play it safe. But Peyton was like, I want to try something new today. And so he got salmon and then hated it. And we were like, okay, well, what is something else you could try? And so Mrs. Graham got oysters and gave Peyton this oyster. And he kept like sniffing it. And we're like, Peyton, just eat it. You're making it harder on yourself. And he was like psyching himself out for these oysters. And so he was like, okay, I'm gonna just do it how my dad does it. And he takes a big slurp of it and goes to chew it and starts gagging. And
Just do it.
I'm scared.
Come on.
Wait, I got
It doesn't taste fishy though.
2, 1.
Do not just swallow without tasting it. It's so good.
funny. And he tried to tell us that it was moving in his mouth, and Mrs. Grimm was like, it was not moving. Peyton, it was not moving. And he was like, well, it was moving for me. And it was just genuinely the funniest thing.
I really enjoyed walking around Harvard.
When we went to Harvard and then we got to walk through the city and stop at, see places, and then we went out to dinner.
So I love eating just in general. So my favorite parts of the trip definitely were like all of the meals that we got to have. Like I look forward to the food the most when I go on a vacation.
I got to spend a lot of time with people that I adore all the people in Magpie, but I'm not close to all of them. And so I got to spend so much time with so many people that I didn't usually get to see.
My favorite part was just spending time with everyone. Like one night we all got ice cream and we went swimming, and I really thought that was so much fun. We all just had such a great time. And so it was so simple, but it was just amazing because we were all spending quality time together, and we got to have a great laugh after a long day, and so I really enjoyed that.
The most annoying or stressful is not getting our rooms for like the first hour and a half of being there.
Probably the first day when we were overbooked.
The hotel. When we got to the hotel, so I booked those rooms months ago. I've checked multiple times that yes, we have the rooms, we have a reservation. I get to the hotel, they tell me they've overbooked because some glitch in their system that we don't have rooms at this moment, and they're gonna have to figure out what to do. And this is after we've traveled on a plane. It's pushing 7 o'clock. We haven't had dinner yet. So I have 15 teenagers who are hungry. I'm hungry. And now I'm starting to get a little hangry because we don't have rooms. So it required a lot of patience because I had to go talk to the manager, and then I was then trying to go, well, what are you going to do with our luggage? And the bellhop didn't know what to do with the luggage. So we ended up hauling the luggage up to Mrs. Meyer's room, to store it there so we could go eat. But as soon as we got it in the room, they called us to say our rooms were ready. And so, all right, we all trekked back downstairs with all our luggage. Get there, no, the rooms aren't actually ready yet. So it was this huge back and forth for about an hour until we could finally get into rooms and go eat. It all worked out in the end. We ended up getting cheaper hotel rooms than we originally would have had, so we ended up saving money, but it was kind of frustrating